So I am doing a simple eyeshadow look. I already have the face on, no lips. So I'm going to hopefully match the lips with the brows. And I'm going to be using an oldie but a goodie. Okay, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. I'm going to be using the burnt orange shade all over the crease. I already have a foundation and concealer kind of, well, mostly concealer all over it to help the eyeshadows last longer. And I'm just gonna use the burnt orange shade and go all along the crease. This is pretty similar to my skin tone. I'm just gonna tap off the excess. And do that. I'm then going to take a little bit of red ochre and I'm going to put that next in the crease to deepen it up and add a little bit of color. I'm also going to use burnt orange on my lower lash line. Like so. And the red ochre. And just mix those two together just to add a little bit of something extra down there. I think that this makes my brown eyes pop a little bit more. And I'm not going to be doing eyeliner because for my eye shape, I feel like eyeliner kind of closes it off. Sometimes I'll use it or I'll like a colored liner. But for today, I'm going to skip that step. And I'm just going to make the focal point the eyeshadows. And I'm actually going to use a more pointed brush for the bottom. And also bringing that into the crease. Specifically the red ochre shade. Into the crease. And then I'm going to go into Tempura, which is a light shade, and go into AOA Studio E121 and go underneath the brow bone with that shade. And I'm gonna use a tempera shade on my lid as well as a base, so the shimmer can pop a little bit more. So going back into red ochre and just deepening the crease. A little bit. And then I'm going to take a bigger, fluffier brush, and I'm going to take Raw Sienna, which is the little bit browner shade, and I'm going to put that a little bit higher up and blend, blend, blend as much as I can. And I'm just gonna swipe that a little bit on my lower lash line. And then, so I'm trying to decide if I want to do shimmer, and I'm feeling it today. I'm feeling the shimmer, especially since I'm wearing black. I feel like I can go a little bit more out there, so I'm gonna use the Desi and Katie Friendcation palette, and I'm going to use the shade, what shade is this? I think it's either Game Over or Try Me, one of those. If you read it like this, then it is Try Me. So let's use that shade. And I'm using the Suva Beauty 550 eyeshadow type C brush. And this is a reddish shade. And I'm just lightly packing that on. I actually want it to be a little bit more pigmented, so I'm going to use Fix Plus and spray the brush and go into the eyeshadow, and let's see the difference. Okay, it's there. She's here. Okay. It is pigmented. I'm actually gonna put that a little bit in the inner corner too. Okay, I really like how that looks. And I think it's perfect for this time of a year. And it matches the blush. Okay, it matches the blush. So I am just doing that, and then I'm putting a little bit of that in the lower lash line as well with the same brush. And now I'm taking a little bit more tapered brush, the Suva Beauty 530 brush, and I'm going into the middle shade Girl Bye, okay? And that is just going to deepen up the crease by a lot. It is the most beautiful chocolatey red shade. Chocolatey, cinnamony red shade. And I'm gonna pack that on as best as I can. Okay, so I packed the main shade on my lid and added the matte color on my crease, and now I'm going to take the big fluffy brush again, and with nothing on it, just, or whatever may be left over, just blend that out. And then we are going to put on mascara. I am going to use the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. The wand looks like this. It is a pretty big wand. And I am, actually no, before that I'm going to tightline. I'm going to use the Pacifica Natural Minerals in the shade Fringe. It's a brown eyeliner, and I'm just putting that on the lower lash line and on the upper lash line. I feel like that made a difference and just made my eyes pop a little bit more. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with the mascara and start behind, and then just go to town with the mascara. If you would like, you can line your eyes with eyeliner. I'm just gonna skip that for today because I feel like it makes my eyes look more open. And this mascara is really, really great. It's really dark, and it just, my eyes really like it. My lashes get coated really evenly and quickly, and just a little bit of applying, and that's the first coat of mascara. And I think it just needs one coat. So that's the before and the after. And so that's the mascara. I'm just going to see where it needs a little bit more. I love how buildable this mascara is. You can just add on top. And I usually don't wear falsies. I usually just use my lashes with a lot of mascara. And that is how they look. That is the look. And then today I'm gonna use a Longwear lip liner. A Longwear liquid lipstick. And it is the Bare Minerals. And I believe this is the shade Swank. The bottom part fell off. But this is the shade. I have a dry patch. I need to take that off. For a liquid lipstick, it is moisturizing. There are probably better days I could have chosen to use a liquid lipstick, but I need the longevity of a liquid lipstick right now. So yeah, that is the end of that look, and thank you so much for watching.